Hello and welcome to that Peter Crouch podcast. This is the Friday edition. Got Chris Stark and Notorious SID. Everyone okay?
Yeah,
enjoyed a good international break, by the way?
Do you know what? It's good to get it out of the way, isn't it? Do you not agree?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think everyone agrees.
To get back to the Premier League is like only because we have really bad predictions most of the time.
Well, yeah, you in general or just
it's just
over
hard.
these?
It's just hard predicting beforehand. You don't know where it's going to go, and it kind of was summed up in the points. I suppose.
Yeah, well, I suppose you got 2 points, so it's not too bad for you. Me and Chris obviously just to 1.
That
was a big call in the draw. You had Turkey Wales as a draw.
Yeah. And there was a penalty, wasn't there, as well for Turkey last minute that they missed, so they should have won it.
Yeah.
Talking of last minute penalties, Abby scored in the 93rd.
Your wife has absolutely screwed me.
Well,
I couldn't believe it.
Since
91st minute. I mean, it was outrageous. I should have thought of it.
Sid screwed you first, and then Abby did.
Yeah.
You've had an interesting time, haven't you?
Oh, I got so many
Well, he called
messages.
you a weasel rat and changed your...
He said what he did, if I remember this right, is when I predicted 0-0 in that game, he said it was a weasel rat prediction.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Thanks for a weekend of that, by the way.
Oh, did you get peppered?
Of course I did.
Oh, really?
Weasel rat. I didn't even go 0-0, so I then changed my score to 1-0, right?
So you weren't called a weasel rat?
So it's the sensible choice. And then sure enough, if I'd stuck with my weasel rat prediction of 0-0, I would have got at least another point out of it. Yeah. And I wasn't far off the 3. But I tell you, when your wife popped up in the last minute, I couldn't believe it. Because I wasn't watching the game. No. And I suddenly started noticing messages sort of popping through. And where you log on to like X or Instagram and you see it. I was like, oh no, she's done it, hasn't she? Of course she has. Fucking ruined my weekend.
Yes, and she's ruined a few of mine as well.
Oh, look, listen, while we're talking about Abby, we've got to touch on...
oh, God. How do we even start with this?
On the advert.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say myself. I was hoping it would just kind of...
Oh, come on.
Go under the radar.
If you haven't seen this, Pete and Abby have done an advert for... I never know how to pronounce it. Agent Provocateur?
Oui.
The lingerie company.
Yeah.
And... I mean, we need to do some analysis on this.
Well, how much analysis do you want to do?
It's just, can you talk me through? Because there's a few things we need to discuss here, right? So, look, if you haven't seen it, it's the premise of the advert is Crouchy's in the pub with the lads, right? Yeah. And Abby's trying to get hold of you.
Yeah.
But you're in the pub, and she's getting a bit annoyed because she's got dressed up in the lingerie.
Yeah, or dressed down.
She's dressed to the nines. She's full regalia on.
So she's in full Agent Provocateur mode, I think it is. Yes. I'm trying to be respectful as I can.
Yeah, I know you're trying. I know it's hard.
And then she decides to go to the pub just wearing the lingerie, right? I wish we'd been extras on this thing. Yeah. Because I was wondering who the other lads... No, I didn't mean like that. I just mean look like a kind of a nice day out in the pub.
With the lads in that bit, yeah.
Yeah. And so she then walks into the pub and I thought, right, okay, that's really funny advert. Bold. I thought at that point the advert will end and it will go, Agent Provocateur by the lingerie here. It goes on. You get thrown onto the pool table. She then mounts you, and you're tied.
Mason
mounts you, and then you're tied to the pool table. And she sort of, I don't know. You describe.
Well, I mean, there was a lot going on. Yeah, there was a lot going on. It was an interesting day of filming. But, I mean, it's gone down really well and, she looks great, so why not? And, I mean, I got roped in. It wasn't, it's not my everyday job, but I've had worse days.
Do you know what it made me think? I was watching it and it reminded me, how good was Big Break back in the day?
Oh, yeah. John Virgo.
John Virgo?
Yeah, sensational.
That's the only way that advert would have improved for me, if he'd popped up.
Yeah, if Virgo came in.
Just stage.
Maybe not in the same clothes.
No. For me, it was the comments on socials.
It was blinders, weren't they?
It was great. I think the one that tickled me was, I bet he didn't need a bluey.
Yeah, and then she went and scored in the last minute.
Yeah.
So fair play
There
to
we
her.
go.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
she had a really good week.
Yeah,
Well done to her.
Fair play to you, Pete.
Well, anyway,
Great-
so
great
what is the scorings, please? Just so we can just recap
the
that.
official scoring, obviously, the San Marino ended up being a draw. Turkey, Wales was a draw. I was that close with Portugal. I had 4-1.
Yeah.
And they obviously went 5-1.
Yeah.
So that could have been a big one for us. But Chris, you're still in the lead with 28.
Just.
Sid has picked one back there. He's on 25. I'm on 27.
Okay.
So
So
he goes,
Well, I'm
Chris-
just pleased that we get through the international break without there being too many more points than that, only because I just think the international break, no one knows really how to deal with the predictions there.
No.
So in a way, I feel kind of blessed that no one hit a 3-pointer and you're exceptionally close.
They're very close, yeah.
Sid, you say you're kind of willing the international break away. Were you not entertained with the England game?
I didn't watch it.
No. Fine.
So, no. He wasn't entertained by it, no. But he wasn't taken by it at all.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I watched the first half of Greece and then switched it off.
Yeah.
And then I was out for a Sunday roast.
Yeah, fair enough. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. I thought they played well.
For Republic of
I was
Ireland,
pleased
you
for I was pleased for Ashley and Lee Carsley as well. You know, I thought they did a good job there. It kind of, I think it was like how they wanted to play in that, certainly in the first game.
Do you think that given how they've ended there, and when you look at it sort of objectively, England's position in that Nations League, and do you think now that is Lee Carsley's last game, he's going to leave a bit of a shadow on? Does it put more pressure on Tommy taking over? Does it leave a slight shadow of kind of like he's doing
Tommy him off. He just Tommied him off there.
Yeah. Did we not talk about this before? I thought we had. I thought we talked. I'm sure we talked about that.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I don't think that won't be the last time we've heard that, Tommy.
It won't
That's
be
going
now.
to grow that.
Yeah, that will grow. That's what they did well.
But he's finished on such a high, right?
Yeah, but he's got pressure straight away. He's coming in to win the World Cup. He's on huge pressure, isn't he? He's coming in with next competition being the World Cup, and he's like, you got to win this. So
Interesting.
So you couldn't be asked with the Republic of Ireland game.
no, I didn't take a be asked. I just went for a
I don't
roast.
think the international break entertains Sids. If I'm honest.
No, listen, it's always a good game. England-Ireland is always built up to be a good game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'd have roasted and booked at the same time.
Fair enough.
It's fair
There's no time we could get in. I did have a phone, to be fair. I was watching bits on the phone.
5-1 though. A lot of goals.
A lot of goals.
5-0. Sorry.
5-0.
5-0. Yeah. Yeah.
We had 2 clean sheets, 8 goals. Good going. And obviously there was 4 players scored their first England goal in the same game. That's not happened since 1930.
Yeah. Roy Keane's son-in-law.
Yeah, that's
as well.
right.
He
Yeah.
was
Did
one
you
of
see
them,
his
wasn't
comments?
he? Yeah.
Enjoyed
was
them.
good, wasn't it?
That was funny, that.
Intimidating father-in-law, that though.
Well,
isn't it?
100%. Would be, wouldn't it?
He said because he was asked about it, wasn't he? And he said something like,
It's not
you know,
done yet.
it's not done deal.
deal.
Keane household.
Well, when it is done, hopefully they do one of those signing posters. It's one of those signing pictures.
Oh,
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it'll happen, but you never know.
No.
Yeah, so there has been a 4th in the news recently. David Coote. Obviously, we were talking about bigging up the 4th official.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a mistake. Don't know
Yeah.
what your thoughts are on it.
Yeah, well, so it's still under investigation, isn't it? So, we've got to be so careful of what we comment on. But I'm just assuming, right, with this, just really quickly, I'm assuming these kind of conversations happen all the time. Like with referees when they meet and they speak about, I ref this player last week and what a fucking wanker he was, or his mouth he's got to be. And players do the same as well when they're in the dressing rooms after, or when they're saying, we've got this referee this week, or so it goes on all the time. But unfortunately for him, it's been leaked out. I think the thing for me is I hope obviously the what they called the PGMOL. They obviously look after him and give him the support that he's going to need. But I don't know whether I can see a way back for him. That's the only thing. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's a difficult one, isn't it? It's a difficult situation. But you know,
yeah.
we were talking about supporting the fourths, you know,
Yeah.
and I suppose that's not really changed. You know, May the 4th be with you on May the 4th. It's still a go, I think. You know, it's not going to
100%.
tarnish anything, is it?
No. No.
So
it
May
would
the
only
4th
happen to us that we spend quite a long time talking about fourth officials, and then all of this stuff comes
that
out.
breaks
all that
off.
comes out.
I agree with what you're saying, Sid. For what it's worth, I really hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Because these pylons are huge, and when they happen like this, I think it can be very tricky because someone's job is potentially on the line. That's what they're talking about here. But I really, I also agree with you that I think it's such a shame that you can't have a private conversation or be in some sort of situation without fearing that it's always going to come out.
Yeah.
So it's a really it's a tricky one there, isn't it? But it would be nice, I think, for us to because we talked a lot about fourth officials, didn't we? And
Well, just
made
no matter
the
if they
fourth
get
still
it.
on it.
Yeah. On the
And
sideline.
just like you know what they portrayed as, like what do we say? It's they're people. For me, is someone that puts their socks on before their pants.
Yeah, we've been inundated with people putting socks on before pants in homage to the fourths.
Did you treat yourself this week?
Do you know what? I actually didn't do that. I'm going to do it today.
No, I've done it now.
I'm gonna do it.
I had to get some pictures in for
I've got a few
DMs.
pictures, some great pictures.
Saying thanks, Sid. This is liberating, and
I'm going to do it today, 1,000,000%. I might go home and have a bath, and then do it.
Yeah,
It just feels naughty.
you look like someone.
Very naughty.
You look like someone that would wash their hands before they have a shower.
And I've heard of a lot of people doing this. Maybe it's going lowering the tone too much, but like people have to get totally naked to have a number two.
Is that a truth?
That's a real thing. Yeah.
People do that.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Some people, it's a real thing. Honestly, there'll be
Is there a
people
lot of
who
people doing
message
that?
in. There's a large amount of people who can't do a poo without getting completely.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Do you do that, Jamie? So, God, if you didn't hear that, it was just off camera. I just asked Jamie, who works with us, do you do that? And he said, I dabble. He dabbles. That's a bit like I'm partial.
So that can only happen in your own house. Like if you can't do it in your own.
No, there's some people it's just a thing. It's like, I don't know if it's a cleanliness thing or what, but for some reason they can't physically go to the loo unless they've got all their clothes off.
So if someone goes to their friend's barbecue and they need to take a shit, they're going to strip
upstairs
off
in your bathroom up
They'll
there.
be completely naked.
They'll be all clothes off.
No, I'm not sure I can't.
There you go. Producer Ross is talking about someone needing a club shit, and which is the worst of all of them, by the way, because you've got security lurking and always in clubs. always the clubs. The doors are like they do them like because so that they can peer over or under if needs be, see if there's any extra feet in there or whatever it is.
Oh, my God.
But it's a nightmare if you're out in public because I imagine you've got to put all your clothes on something, haven't you?
I still think, I mean, you know, there's plenty of things you can get thrown out for in a nightclub. And but imagine being thrown out for having a naked shit. You imagine getting manhandled out the fire exit.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, look, he must have had a fight or something. No, you just had a naked poo.
You were found naked in the toilets. I was having a poo.
I've never heard that.
Yes.
I've never heard that.
I genuinely, there's some freaking freaks around.
No, mate, it's normal. It's genuinely, it'll be a large proportion of our listeners will be these. Let us know. peter.crouch@acast.com. Also, they'll send Sid's pictures. Like, if we can keep encouraging that. The other way to jazz
cover
it up.
stuff up as well. I don't want to see it all.
No.
The other, pixelate. But the other way to jazz it up is go reverse on the toilet. Have you ever done that sort of?
Shut up!
No.
Shut up! Wow!
No.
This is blowing my mind.
No. So
You're basically hugging the back of it.
Yes, it's great. So then,
I've
rather
heard
than
this.
but then
Reverse
also,
cowgirl.
it is. It's reverse. It is reverse cowgirl.
I
But
have heard
what's
this.
great, Crouch, is then when you want to flush it, rather than having to do that awkward like reach
Straight in,
around,
yeah.
you literally just slap it on.
No, but I had no. I have been at a club and there was a phantom shitter. And there was a phantom shitter, and he would break into the room and straddle the toilet and shit that way, because when you flush, it doesn't go; it stays there.
You can tell, yeah, because the water. You're on the hill end.
But maybe you know. But maybe there's a thing in this. I don't know. Sorry, we will.
It's like St James Park, isn't it? It's a slopey end.
Yeah, slopey end. Yeah, I get you. But you know what I'm saying is, there may be. You know, we've done, spray and A's. We've talked about doing. We did loads. We've made things on this podcast. Is there a market for reverse cowgirl toilets? Where it goes the other way,
yes,
the big end is near. So if you do want to revert,
I think there's so many different cases. Of course, look at most toilets in most people's bathrooms often have a window behind, for example. So for me, it makes much more sense that you get a decent view out the window.
But also, what you could do is pad the top of it and get a little headrest. So where you could hug it, you could make it huggable and with a pillow. So you basically get a little time out. You get a little 5-10 minute, almost a kip.
You could have a thing on it which sort of massages your head, because if you're going across like that,
kind of makes sense.
It's resting along your forehead there, and it could just be massaging away. Everyone's always. The thing is, you just don't question it, do you? Because you've done it your whole life.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Why is it not? Yeah,
let's break the mold.
Why do we walk in and turn around? Why not walk in and just
walk straight in?
Straddle.
Walk straight in. Makes perfect sense.
I don't know, you put your drink on there.
Oh no, you don't drink or eat on the shitter. No, I'm not going to do that. We're not going down that road.
Well, listen, there's people in there completely naked. I reckon there's people that put drinks on.
Do you never have a glass of water? If you can get that equilibrium of water in and water out at the same time, that is perfect. No, but that's the human body in perfect harmony with itself.
I just think that's just wrong on all levels. If you're having a drink, and if you're especially eating, if you're having a shit, that's bad.
I just think, how bad does it look though if you do look over the toilet, right, and someone is facing the wrong way?
Yeah, but do you reckon someone's
with no gear on?
Yeah. Oh, it's a double whammy. Reverse cowgirl, I'm fully nude.
Oh my God. You are 1,000,000% getting thrown out. 1,000,000%. You cannot. No bouncer could deal with that. So he listens to the podcast.
Or do you reckon there's someone listening to this just where no one's ever told them otherwise, that has always gone reverse, and is listening to this going like, what? Like their reverse is just flipping around back to back.
Oh no.
Oh,
wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Hell of a discussion.
Can we do some...
Want to chat football? Wait, if you're looking at the United team, which one goes reverse?
Pick a player that goes reverse.
All right. Let me think about this.
No.
I can sort of imagine Trippier doing it.
The Trippier, really?
Yeah, I can just see him just sort of like 2 arms rested on the cistern.
I reckon someone like Gaza would have gone reverse. I think it's you got to be like an out there character.
You're right. It's an entertainer, isn't it? It's someone giving it the.
Yeah. Oh God! All right. Well, let's move on. I really enjoyed that chat. Wow. I mean, you never know where it's going to take you, do you? And it took us. It's a reverse toilet sessions naked. Okay. This next part of the podcast is supported by Paddy Power. This is the big weekend fixture. City versus Spurs. Important business here.
Huge game.
City are favourites, as you'd imagine. 1-2. 10 against you, 15 back. So strong favourites. 5-1 Spurs are. Obviously off the back of a difficult game against Ipswich. Rumours circulating inside the dressing room.
4 players. Is there a bit of a rift with the manager?
Between the manager, yeah. I mean, we don't know how much of this is true. Only reports. But
is that the worrying sign that the reports are out? You've both previously said that when these reports come out, it's often where players used a sort of agent or someone to speak to the journalist.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No, I don't. And sometimes it's the start of the avalanche that just gets going and...
Oh, he'll want to nip it in the bud, early, right? The manager.
And what a way to do it if they do get a win against City. But wow, City, they're out of sorts. They are not. Well, they lost 4 on the bounce now, I think, in all competitions.
Still second in the league, aren't they? They're only kind of 5 points off Liverpool. But like you say, that it was 4 on the bounce.
They've lost 4 on the bounce. In all comps. Their last loss against Brighton. And they was 1-0 up at half time.
That second half was Brighton played brilliantly.
Yeah, really good. So, what was it? Bernardo Silva said, what did he say? They're in a dark place.
Dark place, yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 teams in sort of weird circumstances playing this game.
Yeah.
So with the players, that because the report was that they've gone to the manager, right, or they've confronted the manager. Just hypothetically, if that was to have happened, is that realistic? Is that a journalist that's painting what is realistically the kind of situation that could happen? 4 or 5 players going ahead and
that's not uncommon.
No,
but that should all be kept in house, shouldn't it?
Yeah, the one is how's it got out if it is true, and the second thing is, I suppose, is what have they complained about? Is it the tactics? Is it defensively? Is it attacking wise? Is it about certain players? Is it, I don't know what is. But it's bad that it's got out. If it's true, that is. Because they're
11th in the league, aren't they?
Top goal scorers in the league, Spurs.
Yeah, exactly.
And City are second top goal scorers in the league. You wouldn't have had that. Spurs top goal scorers in the league. The way Liverpool flying and stuff. I didn't know that.
Are you backing goals here in this one?
City at home.
You're nice and quiet, aren't you? You got a lot. You got just got a bit up your sleeve.
No, just going through the DMs,
What are they saying?
Do you know, there's a lot more people than I thought going for a draw in this game, which is wild. Because I really wouldn't have expected that at the beginning. Is this the Etihad as well?
Yeah,
it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's at Man City. And they have got big players out. I know De Bruyne is back. He's getting a bit of... he's getting slow, getting to the levels where he was at. Rodri, they miss Rodri so bad.
Yeah,
they do.
That seems to be it. And we mentioned this last week. And is there any part of him that's sitting back just wondering, like, God, this is making me look good?
Well, he come out and said he's going to try and be back for the end of the season.
It's got to be.
He said he's going to come back. He's trying his hardest to get back. And he said he can do it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, look, I think I'm the same as probably all lot. I think City will win this, but if you want to, do you want to go first on your score?
Well, I'm debating a 2-2 draw here.
Are you really?
I was debating it,
oh, right,
but I might weasel right out of that.
That's not. Hold on a second before this becomes language. Like, that's not a weasel rat prediction as I know it. 2-2 is an exciting game.
Yeah, but I think weasel ratting out of that 2-2. I think it's a big call. I'm saying.
So weasel rat is where you have locked in an answer and then change it.
No, weasel rats. I think just doing something a little bit slippery.
I thought weasel rat, as Sid was saying, it was basically like 0-0. You're not playing the game, sort of thing.
I think a weasel rat, as I know it, would be someone who's you wouldn't trust. It's a kind of deceitful prediction.
Yeah. I think that's it. You've never.
What I'm doing there is weasel ratting out of my 2-2, which would be a bold claim.
Yeah.
So you're going to go 2-2?
No, because I'm weasel ratting out of it. Because I feel the safe option is to go with City. But I think Spurs can get something there, but it's unlikely. Obviously, in the betting, they're 5-1.
Yeah.
The draw is 7-2, though.
Do you know what, as well? It is the first game after international break, so players getting back quite into the week. So they don't get a full week's training. You know what it's like when players have come back, and it's a bit disruptive. And
I think certainly Spurs, they've got players from further afield, I would say.
They've got a full week, though, haven't they? Sunday at Wembley.
Yeah, they might have.
Do you know what I mean? Like, as far as internationals go, that's probably the best of the solution, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're not all going to be back, are there? Still a few games to go, isn't there? Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm going to weasel right out my 2-2 prediction and go with City to win 2-1.
Oh, you bastard.
Okay.
That's what I'm going for that as well. City 2.
Are you weasel rat?
No, that's not a weasel rat. That's not
the epitome.
Because if that was, if you was bottom of the league,
this is mental.
If you was bottom of the league, you're saying that so he can't gain any ground.
No, I'm not. Because then every prediction would be the same. What? So this is what I don't understand about this league. I said at the start of this season, I'm going purely functional. My only aim, if I'm being honest with you, Sids, I wouldn't mind if you have to do the forfeit at the end of this season, but I'd really like him to do it.
Yeah.
It's becoming quite a common thing.
All I'm going to say is that you've earned the right to make the calls because you're top of the pile.
But I go by the people.
And they're saying 2-1.
Don't let anyone influence you. You know what I mean? If I call you a weasel rat, it should be water for ducks back.
Yeah, but I think these are like this is what Pep's like. I worry Pep's losing this edge as well. I understand the mind games that you're playing. It's an exciting league. This, and I understand the big managers here are going to use this sort of mind game stuff. Pep's missing a bit of it at the moment. It's all got a bit sad, isn't it?
Yeah. So are you going for Spurs then?
No, I'm going City 2, Spurs 1, and I'd like to thank. As always, the hundreds of DMs that I've got, I always put the predictions up. Can I shout out a few of them? I've not done this for a couple of weeks. Is that right?
You have to.
Yeah. William Broom, George. It's quite nice seeing people's full names here. Ned Power. What a name.
Ned Power.
Ned Power.
Josh Bryant, Kevin Espin, Alice. No last name there.
Who the fuck is Alice?
He's not wrong though. There's no last name. Bradley Mills, Andrew Harlan, Helen Jane, and Darren. Thank you for your help.
All sound.
All right, well done, Darren. Great. Okay. Well, I mean, where are you going, Sid?
I see a City win. Do I see Spurs scoring? I'm debating between a 1-0 or a 2-0 win for City. Defensively, they do look not great though, do they? All right, let's go 2-0. I want to go City 2-0.
Okay. I want to change
That's very
mine.
tight.
I'm going to go for my original 2-2 prediction.
Well, he's not allowed, isn't he? I thought he'd locked it in.
No, and I think it's a bold claim. I think 2-2.
Yeah, you changed last week, didn't you?
Yeah, but this is where the weasel rat thing came in because I changed my.
Well, because what we're saying is it's not.
Well, it's up to you if you don't want me to. I just feel like
I'm happy
like
for you.
me and you having the same score is not. It's not. I don't. It doesn't fill me with enjoyment.
Yeah, I don't get entertained with that.
I think for me, I think because if it does happen, this is going to be a pivotal moment for me. I mean, if I get a 3-pointer off the 2-2, I think I'm in both your heads.
I think there's a possibility you're going to change to 2-2 as well.
That would be a real weasel rap move.
So are you? No, just for clarity, then, are you locking in 2-2?
Ding.
Right, so that's locked in.
He's locked in.
Like if you make
So
the
now
ding
I
sound.
can decide what I lock in.
Yeah.
That's how we should do this. We should have
What, you
the
lock it
chat,
in?
Yeah.
the scores, and then a lock in, because then it's confirmed.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Man City 2, Spurs 1. I'm going to lock that in, please. Ding.
I'm staying the same. 2-0 Spurs.
Ding.
2-0 to Spurs.
Sorry, 2-0 to City.
Locked in.
Hold on.
No, because
That's locked in.
I didn't say ding. You said ding.
Okay. all
I
right.
thought that was locked
that,
in.
You have to ding it yourself.
Yeah, you can only ding yourself if it's locked
Ding
in.
yourself.
Man City 2,
bollocks.
Spurs 0.
Okay.
Ding.
Oh, I wish.
All right, great. We've got Paddy's Boost. This is where the odds on that bet builder will be boosted by 20% on the Paddy Power website and put on the special section. Okay, I'm going to go with a player to be carded. I'm going to go with Romero.
Player to score or assist. I'm going to go. I'll go Haaland.
Player to commit one or more fouls. I'm going to go with Kovacic.
Right, the odds are correct at the time of recording. Please gamble responsibly.
Just before we move on to the second game, got to ask you: are you doing match of the day?
Why'd you ask me that?
Oh. A future.
Oh,
That would be good, wouldn't it?
I think that'd be great.
You know what? I great respect to Gary Lineker. To be fair, like he's done it for 25 years. He's been brilliant, to be honest. And it's a tough job. You know what I mean? Like I think, like I did it a few times, and it was, certainly obviously he lives down south. He's got to go up to Manchester, and you're there at like 10 in the morning. You prepare, watch the games all day.
Best job
do
ever.
your notes. I mean, it's a great job. I mean, what a privilege for anyone to do. But I'm not a presenter, and there's better presenters than me.
Gary Lineker was a footballer, though.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But I mean, no, I think he's done an amazing job. He was brilliant. Congratulations to him. Deserves his retirement. But yeah, I think for me, someone like Mark Chapman, I think is the perfect
class.
candidate. We've worked with Chapman.
He's the best.
He is good.
I genuinely think he's the best. And if I was putting my 2 pennies worth in, I think he should get it.
Yeah. It depends what direction they want to go in. They might want to just change it up and I don't know, give it a new lease of life.
Yeah.
I think you could.
You've got to be careful with these new leases of life, though, I always think. Especially with an institution like that.
Yeah.
Like, I might be a bit old school, but...
Are you putting your flat cap in the ring?
No, I'm not putting my... Not really, no. I quite like doing this, to be fair.
But you can do this as well.
Yeah.
It'd be great, if anything, for the passing of this podcast that you present Match of the Day. Yeah. I think you'd be fantastic for what it's worth, throwing it out there. I think Chappers would be great as well, but I think you'd be great.
All right. Well, I appreciate your confidence in me.
Well, let us know if their people talk to your people.
Okay. Get in touch. Listen,
will you let us...
We'll talk.
Will you let us know before? Will I have to read this in the paper or something, or will you let us know?
I'll let you know before. We can take ourselves down to Paddy Power. Trying to get a few quid on Colleen Rooney last night. I'm a celeb.
I'd love to do I'm a Celeb. I would love to do that.
I think one of us has got to do the jungle.
Yeah,
at some point.
Get as many references
for this pod.
As you can.
One, yeah.
So like every time you do one of those interviews after a Bush Tucker trial and say, obviously, I only got 5 stars, but I'll be back stronger next time.
We would just
so many of them.
We would be good at that.
Hammer it. It's someone on behalf of this podcast, whether it's one of us three or Mr. Islam or whoever it is, would need to get on. It would be great.
That would be good.
Didn't someone talk about it once?
Oh yeah. Didn't
they?
What do you mean?
It's a podcast. Someone was in there talking about the podcast.
Yeah, you're right.
It was on the last series of The Jungle. Someone said back stronger on it.
That's right. And I remember...
No, it was Love Island. We were inundated with it.
Yeah.
Do you remember Love Island? They talked about the podcast.
They did Eggy Boff.
Yes.
But there was
Love
also...
Island.
It was on The Jungle as well. There was something, whether it was last series or the series before that, I remember us getting tagged in a load of it.
All right, well, let's see if we can... I don't know. Can we get some messages in there? Can we drop a pigeon in there with...
Pigeon?
Yeah. Message.
Oh,
into the jungle.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Pass the pod.
Let's see how it goes. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all admin stuff that we need to just keep burning away. Really.
Yeah.
It was interesting seeing your reaction to that question. I've got to say.
Well, it's one of those things that I think like it'd be such an honour to do that, wouldn't it? But I don't think that I don't think I'm right for it, really.
If we're talking seriously for a minute here, which is hard for us to do, given we've spent 20 minutes talking about shitting.
How do you then go from that?
Yeah.
I'm talking about reverse cowgirling a toilet. How do I then go,
This is the dilemma in your head, isn't it?
Well, no, I probably have to start reducing the reverse cowgirl toilet chat.
Yeah.
Probably. If I was going to do that.
It's the same as what we've said if Sids becomes manager, it's...
But we can do that.
We can do it. Can
be done.
This is what I mean. If we're talking seriously for a minute, I think you would... It sounds... I really don't mean it sounds sarcastic. I think you would be brilliant for Match Today.
Of course you would.
I think people would love...
That.
Your insight is incredible. You're well respected by every footballer that comes and gets involved in this podcast, and I see it firsthand. And people like you. And I think it's important with an institution like that it's given the respect it deserves, but also that people have someone on their TV that they want as part of their Saturday night every week, because it's an important routine and important tradition to a lot of people.
No, I really appreciate that. But it's, you're out there to be kind of, replacing someone like Gary Lineker, who's done it for so long, like that is tough shoes to fill. But I could only slot it. Do you know what I mean? You could always go like, that's a poison chalice. I could do it. But if you only slot it, you're on the the biggest show on television. Really, you know, football wise, it's the best. It's an institution. It would be a privilege to whoever gets it.
I love that.
I think viewer figures would go through the roof if he was on there.
100%.
Yeah,
be great.
Yeah.
Right then, next game.
Oh yeah, Fulham Wolves. Fulham looking to build on a positive start, I'd say.
See, he's doing it already.
Yeah,
sounds right, doesn't it?
Does sound like match of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Match of the Day.
Sounds good.
It sounds good. It works.
Done. Got my vote. So good.
Done.
All right, this wasn't like it feels like we've all set this up for me to do
Not at all.
an advert, but. All right, let's crack on with Fulham Wolves. Cottage just 18 points from their first 11 games.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just outside the top 4.
Yeah,
Wolves was important. They got their first win the other day. That was a big result. They're still in relegation zone, though. Where do we see this one going?
So this is at Fulham, isn't it? And they're looking quite good at home. Fulham.
They're looking good at home. Wolves look pretty terrible away. Have they won anything away?
They haven't won away from home.
No.
But they're too good, I think. I think they've got too much to continue this.
Yeah, we keep saying this, don't we? That it feels like it's going to click for them, but it's just hasn't happened yet.
No.
And games, I mean, what are we now? We're just under a third, maybe, or at just under a third of the season gone. That quickly turns into half.
No.
So,
I mean, Gary Lineker said it himself. They're in a dogfight. You know, they need to get pick up points and do it fast. But I do think they'll turn it around at some stage. But I'm not sure about this game. Would you like to go first, Sids, on this one?
I'm going to back Fulham on this. I think they're doing really well this season, and Harry Wilson's coming to a bit of form, scoring in these last 2 games. Yeah, and they're at home. One thing that worries me with Fulham is when they score, sometimes they can't hold on to a lead. They have dropped points from going a goal in front. So that is still a concern, I'm sure, for Marco Silva as well. I'm still going to back Fulham, and I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
2-0. I'm going to go 2-0.
We're all going.
2-0. Yeah.
He's a weasel rat, isn't he?
Why?
I'm not liking.
I can't allow this.
Can I just say?
I've just given you a glowing endorsement for Match of the Day.
Weasel ratted you off straight away. No, I just like. I know it's getting to you, the weasel rat shout. You shouldn't just let.
It's not. It's not. It's not. But you know what you're doing. You're not stupid. Everyone. I know what you're doing, and you know what you're doing here.
I'm going to go 2-1 anyway. 2-1. I'm going 2-1 Wolves.
But this is it. So you've covered it.
So we're all going 2-1.
No, you went 2-0.
No. So I'll take 2-0. You're going 2-1.
No. Sorry, I thought we went to 2-0, 2-0, 2-1.
Well, this is what I mean. So you said 2-1, then went 2-0.
No, I said 2-0.
You went. I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 2-0. That's what you said, which is fine. You've then gone. You've then said you're going to go 2-1. So now I look like a twat if I don't. So I need to select a score that isn't 2-0 or 2-1 for Fulham.
No.
I can't win.
What do you want?
2-0, please.
Okay, you're going 2-0. You're going to go 2-1.
You dinged that or not?
You can lock it in.
Have you dinged it? Once you lock it in.
I'm changing mine.
Oh, you didn't ding.
No, you don't need to change.
No, because I want to.
I'm going to lock in 2-0 to Fulham.
Okay.
Ding.
You're 2-1.
I'm going to ding 2-1 to Fulham.
Okay, I'm going to go 3-1 Fulham. 3-1. Oh, sorry,
yeah.
ding. Locked in. Where's this ding come from?
Ding.
Because if I wanted to just come out of it, I'll just say, no, I'm changing that. But
you can't once you've dinged.
All right. Okay, 3-1 for Fulham for me.
It's so tense, this now.
No, this is proper. I said like on the Twitter recently, someone asked because I said like, is this better than the Premier League for me? This. I think it is. Can someone quote that up? I think this is better than the Premier League. I think this is the best league in the world at the minute.
It is tight.
I mean, there's an argument for it.
It is tight.
So tight.
Yeah, it's great. Could go anywhere. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean.
Well, it could go anywhere, and the forfeit could be anything.
Do you know what's quite cool? People are sort of shadowing the league that we do. So when we do these predictions, they're kind of doing it themselves with their group of mates. They've got a forfeit on the end. They're counting out the points the same way.
Superb.
So they're sort of playing along, which we can encourage.
Like
Start a trend.
Yeah, actually encourage that. I think that's great. You know, if you play along, get involved.
He's nervous though.
It is, and that's what leads to a quite fragmented, when it sounds like we're caring a lot, it's just no one wants to do the forfeit.
Yeah, exactly right. Let's move on to Leicester-Chelsea. Obviously, Maresca going back to Leicester, I think for the first time. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Chelsea going well at the minute.
Chelsea are going well, aren't they? We touched on them last week. I think they're more advanced of where they would probably have, fans would have probably thought they would have been.
They haven't won in a couple away from home, Chelsea.
No, and as well, it's the going back to Leicester one, isn't it? With Maresca, that's just going to add a bit of spice to this game. I think this is actually a tough one to call. I think a lot of people would just think it'd be Chelsea would win this, but I think there's just going to be a bit of an appetite for Leicester to get one on the manager. Not that they left on the bad terms, was it? But
you feel like they can do it?
If it was at the Bridge, I'd say no. But because it's at Leicester, I think they've got a chance. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm going to go.
Are you going to go first?
Yeah.
Oh,
just get it
out of the way.
You might change.
Most people are going for a Chelsea win, from what I can see. So I'm going to go Chelsea 3, Leicester 1.
I like that.
I'll ding that in as well.
Have you dinged it? Go early ding. Look, see that?
I'm done now.
Early dinger. I'm going to lock in Chelsea 3-0. Ding. As if this thing's become a thing.
Ding, ling, ling, ling. I do like 3-1.
Yeah.
And the Chris Stark in me would say 3-1 also. But
make that sound like a bad thing.
No, because it's really good. It's a good prediction that 3-1 and 3-0.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go 2-0 to 2-1 to Chelsea.
Okay, so we're not giving Leicester much hope here.
2-1 Chelsea. I'm gonna dig that in.
Right.
So,
all right, interesting.
But I always feel like a slight sickness when we get through the 3 games.
They're
and then
locked in.
right, that's the weekend ahead now.
Yeah,
There's stress on the horizon.
I mean, it's going to be a roller coaster, isn't it?
Oh, don't.
Got a busy week this week as well. And you sort of want the weekend to be enjoyable, don't you?
Yeah, no, it's not anymore. Okay, Sid, are you not entertained? This one here has come in here. I'm a postman up in the northeast, and this is a video of me I made when I was out on a delivery after seeing a certain Mario Balotelli quote. Hopefully it's enough to finally entertain young Stephen Sidwell. That's from Nicky, the big dog. He's woof woof. He's put underneath.
Right. Well,
let's see what you got, big dog. When I score, I don't celebrate. It's my job. Thoughts on this so far, Sid?
No, it's gone. If I had a red button, I'd ding it. I'm out already.
Yeah.
So this is a postman sort of posting letters and then celebrating. He's kissing the badge there, the Royal
Kissing
Mail
the post badge, Royal Mail.
Oh.
See,
It's Ronaldo, yep.
Oh, kissing the badge.
I love him.
I mean, he's loving his job.
Oh, nice.
Double
Okay. Arms out.
celebration.
Double there.
Oh. Whoa. It's got the moves.
Imagine you open your door and see this.
So this is a video of Nicky basically delivering mail and celebrate. Oh, he's got the shirt over his head.
No, the Ravanelli move there. Right in.
And he celebrated every delivery.
Yeah.
I mean, look. Look, come on.
I already know where we go.
know it's a tough score, this. What I would say is the effort 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
And delivery was great, but it's just not for me.
Would this the thing is he's just celebrating posting, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which is like it's quite funny, and I quite like that he's jazzing up the job a bit with it. But if he'd slung one in from say 30 yards,
if he's giving that and it's going through, then it's a different story. But I mean, I take my hat off to him and all the other posties delivering mail, and they probably have to entertain themselves, don't they? Because it's the same thing.
Many parallels to football. Both wear shorts.
Consistent delivery. Into the box. Sometimes.
Into the box, yeah.
Let's just move on, Shree. I'm not entertained with that. I'm not entertained with that. Come on. We've had better than that.
Thanks for the message, Big
Yeah.
I like what you're bringing to the game, personally. I like the celebrations with the
I like it as well. Got another message here from May the 4th be with you.
No.
We've got an interesting start to this. Bonfire, weasel, rat and robot.
Oh, God. You see, this is the issue with this podcast, isn't it? Now I know this is what it is. Every fucking DJ set I do now, the phones are going to be up, aren't they? Do you know how many promoters I have to explain this stuff to? I mean, I love it. I genuinely love how big this podcast is. But, it's just the terminology is so hard to explain to family and that who don't listen.
Catch on.
Why?
I don't know. How do we take it back?
Why is it not like Crouchy, Sid, Starkey?
Yeah, no.
I think we
Bonfire,
might.
weasel, rat and robot.
I think it's wild, this pod, isn't it? Deary me.
I don't even know.
Sounds like three good characters.
Yeah, like if you had a night out with Bonfire, weasel, rat and robot,
you're in for a good night.
You're having a good time, right? So you're gonna want to listen, aren't you, as well? Right, this is carry on. Love the pod, guys. I really love the Friday editions. It's making these dreary international breaks interesting. Recently, I listened to the Friday pod and I heard about the fourth official putting their socks on first. I had to give it a go. Ooh. I even went as far as putting my T-shirt on second in full Jeff Winter vibes. Nice fun to do with me today. Socks, then T-shirt. I'm not going to lie, it felt so good. I didn't want to finish getting dressed. Just wanted to leave it on and just stroll around the house. Maybe the fourth's on. They're on to
like this is facts.
It's like they actually do it. Like, maybe they're on to something brilliant. Maybe as a punishment for the bottom of the league, someone needs to be a fourth official's assistant at a game wearing massive socks. P.S. I agree with Sid's. The very weasel rat of a pancake.
Pancake as well. I still get that out of Vans.
The weasel rat pancake changed his score from 0-0 to 1-0 in the San Marino-Gibraltar game. Karma kicked into play with Abby smashing home a pen to teach him a lesson.
State of this email.
Seriously though, right? Imagine if you'd never listened to this podcast, right? He started it with Bonfire, Weasel, Rat, Robot, right?
Just read that last paragraph.
Official
that's the weirdest PS of all time.
I do think it needs to go to VAR, possible point deduction. Let the public decide. Love the pod. Mitch, that's cheered me up. That
Mitch, I got to say, I'm entertained with that.
Really entertained.
I'm entertained.
Really, really took it.
Karma kicked into play with Abby smashing home a pen to teach him a lesson.
It's true.
How would you understand that if you're an alien coming down from how would you decipher that email?
I think it's why they don't bother.
Yeah.
I think they see all this and go, there's no intelligent life here.
Oh my God.
Well, I think they might think we're really intelligent there.
Do you believe in aliens?
So many subplots.
Where we at? Just very quickly. Just on the alien thing, just as a quick headline, maybe we delve into it next pod. Where are we at with it? Do you believe in them?
They're out there, mate.
I think there's some kind of...
They're out there.
Yeah, sorcery out there somewhere.
Yeah, so do you think... Are you imagining aliens at some point coming down?
I mean, when people think of aliens, you get the image of an alien in your head. I don't think they look like that. But I think there's something...
You think they live among us?
No. I think there's something out there, but I don't think they look like aliens, if that makes sense.
Yeah, what about you?
I think they're out there.
What, would you mean out there in the world somewhere? Or?
I think they've been here at some stage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a believer of it.
You've probably had a photo with one.
Just on that, I was on that one recently. I was away with Abby, and have I told you this? This guy had broken English, and he said to me, "So I was drinking margaritas." I said, "Another margarita," and he said, can I make a picture? And I said, yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah. Like, so I obviously put my arm around him. And he said, no, like a jug of margarita. He said, can I make a picture? Like, I thought, yeah, it's no problem at all, mate. Like, I'll do anything for my fans. Who the fuck are you?
Well done.
He just wanted to get me a drink. Yeah, I've got this 11, which incorporates the hand of pod as well. It says, right, boys, while the hand of pod goes on its global adventures, let's honour its journey with the hand 11. With hand 11. We'd love to have a pod visit to Ireland, so if you're coming to Muff for a hole-in-one, hole-in-one. Just some of the stuff that goes on is mental, isn't it?
Is this on our to-do list? Hole in one? No, because we need to look into it.
Yeah, the boys are on it. The boys are on it. Let it be known, and we'll give you a big Irish welcome.
Love it.
That'd be great. Best, Trey. From Trey. In goal, we've got Joe Thumley. Hans Beckenbauer. Of course, Emerson Royal Wave. Mickey van der Veen. Rob holding hands. Midfield, we've got John Bones. Cole Palmer.
Yes.
Johans. Pablo Four Nails. And up front, we've got Robin Van Pinky and an Artery Henry.
Yeah.
On the bench, Neil Webb Fingers, Dwight McNeil, Darius Bloodvessel, Jimmy Floyd Musclebank, and Steve Skinwell.
Yeah.
I just don't even know what to make of that today, lads. No. But I've enjoyed it all the same. I hope people enjoy it just as much as I have today.
It's been good.
You know, if you want a football podcast, go somewhere else.
There was some football in there, wasn't there?
I think there was some football at some stage.
My train journey home will be thinking which member of the United team would go reverse cowgirl on the toilet. Bit different to the overlap, isn't it?
That's where we're pitching ourselves.
We're in a different stratosphere. It's a different marketplace. You know what I mean? It's all different. But I'm thinking about going on Dragon's Den with cowgirl toilet.
Oh, please. Like, just to picture. Like,
can you imagine me going in, right? And
and I'll be the demo. I'll be sat on it in reverse. It goes
Jones.
Like it goes round on a sort of little...
I was just thinking, if it's a public one and you've got a squat, just hover. If the hovering would be...
Do you know what would be a massive move? I don't know if this is indecent, but you know on the trains where you sometimes don't lock it properly, but imagine the door slowly opening to reveal someone going reverse on the...
I think we need to put this disclaimer. Don't do it in public, because, like, you know, if you... They're gonna get arrested. Get arrested.
Oh, we can't have that.
No. All right.
For fuck's sake. Have a top weekend, boy.
Have a great weekend. And if you do go reverse,
Chumbawamba.
go steady.
Yeah.